Here we are at a very special mini instant reaction episode of the Friday Night Movie Podcast. It is Oscar nomination day, and the sibs have gotten up super early so we can share our instant reactions. We hope folks are enjoying these little mini episodes. Let us know if you're enjoying them. Becky, how are you doing today?
Well, I actually had a really restless night's sleep last night, and I think it's because subconsciously I was very worried about, what we would learn today. And I have to say there are some, sorry, there's a truck passing. I'm on the street. We're doing this in urgent mode.
Yeah, this is guerrilla tactics here.
I have to say, while there were some exciting, wonderful moments while reading that list, there's also a few of like, I guess that movie didn't get enough love. All right, fine, whatever. So I'm feeling, as you always do with Oscar nominations, a little bit like, of course, they deserve all the awards, and this is a piece of garbage.
And now,
but you're especially excited about one nomination.
I wasn't sure if I get to make the announcement. I'm so okay. I'm especially excited because early this morning, around 6 o'clock in the morning, I couldn't sleep. I grabbed my phone. I looked at my phone and I saw the thrilling news that the very, very well-deserved Weekend short animated film, which we have talked about so much on this podcast, did get a nomination for Best Short Animated Film.
Yay! Which is made by
our friend Trevor Jimenez, and all of our friends worked on it. They animated on it.
Your husband.
My husband did a few scenes in it, but we're really excited for Trevor. And additionally, I'm really, really excited for Janine, his wife, my very close friend of Janine G. Wellness, because she's going to get to go to the Oscars. She's going to get to go.
We're assuming they're the ones sitting up in the balcony, though, right?
Yeah. Like, and while it feels, if he wins, they have to be on the floor somewhere. And while it feels like somewhat of a punishment to have to sit through the entire show from beginning to end, it's
got to be a thrill.
Pretty damn exciting that she's going to get to go to those after parties.
I bet for your first time, it's pretty cool. I think if you're like in your 10th time and you don't win, like, it's maybe a little bit annoying.
Like Glenn Close, this has to be her last one.
She's rooting.
Like, fuck this if I don't win.
And I'm rooting for Spike Lee kind of for the same reason, because that guy just has to get an Oscar at this point, and he has to keep coming and showing up to these events.
But if Lady Gaga beats Glenn Close, that'll be like when Jennifer Lawrence beat Meryl Streep, but if she never won.
Yeah, I don't think.
Do you see my analogy there?
Yeah, I do, but I don't think Lady Gaga's gonna. I thought she was great in A Star Is Born. I don't think.
No,
that she's gonna win an Oscar.
Did Jennifer Lawrence deserve the Oscar either for Silver Linings Playbook? Did she? I mean, she was good, but.
I don't.
So I'm just saying, I hope Glenn. I hope.
Yeah,
Lady
but
Gaga
I don't
and
think.
Yalitza Aparicio, who was her first movie. I hope they're not beating Glenn Close.
One, I don't think. Just because you're Meryl Streep, you deserve to win for every role you do.
No.
One.
I'm saying, what I was saying was that...
Tell me that about Yalitza after you see Roma.
I may not. But I'm just saying,
it's very moving. Her performance is very moving.
Beat a powerhouse like Glenn Close
at the
never
controversy here already.
We haven't gone into the list. Won.
Yeah, but you don't win for your cumulative performances.
Do you doubt she's phenomenal in The Wife, even though none of us will ever see it? I don't doubt that she's
phenomenal, but you win for the year's performance, not for the cumulative efforts you've made.
I have to imagine Glenn Close knocks it out of the park, even though I'm never seeing that movie.
The only person who's winning for being the wife is my wife, Allie. So.
Aww, she is winning for being your wife.
Very
And
sweet.
Lily, how are you doing?
I'm good, but I think it's hilarious that you're like, everybody woke up really early. Are you trying to trick people that the whole motto of this podcast is 3 siblings, 3 time zones? It's not the same time zone.
So let's go down the list a little bit. I'm going to ask some questions to you all. First of all, Best Picture: Black Panther, Star Is Born, Roma, The Favorite, or actually The Favorite is how it's spelled.
It's the British spelling and Canadian spelling.
The Vice, Bohemian Rhapsody, Green Book, Blackkklansman. Who are you rooting for in this? I'm not really that interested in who's likely to win, but I'm interested in who you're rooting for.
Blackkklansman. Yeah.
100%. I'm 100% rooting for that.
And then close honestly, behind that is Bohemian Rhapsody.
And the only reason, though, is because Roma is going to win Best Foreign. And since Roma's going to win Best Foreign, then I'm fine with them not winning Best Picture.
Wait, if it wasn't if there was no foreign category, you're telling me you choose Roma over Blackkklansman? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That is quite the endorsement.
It's a very moving film. It's on
and released on really Netflix. Still amazing.
It's so good. But I feel like these days that movie could only be released on Netflix. A company that's no here's a ton of money, make shit.
Right, also because I don't know how many people are going to go see that in the theater anyways. And then it'd be like, no one went to see it. Now they can't really say that anymore.
That's a good point. I would say, so even though Blackkklansman was definitely my favorite movie of the year, I am rooting for Best Picture to be Black Panther because I believe that Best Picture isn't just the technically best movie. I think when a movie is a phenomenon, when it's bigger than everything else, so it should win. Like Titanic, I mean, maybe it was good, maybe it wasn't, but you can't argue.
I see what you're saying.
But like how Avatar won because it was such like a...
It didn't win. The Hurt Locker won, which is a great movie. Which is a great movie, but to me, Avatar, which is not as good a movie as Hurt Locker, still should have won Best Picture because
that just tells you, Becky, how much you've listened to Shai say that.
No, it shows you how much I secretly love Avatar, and I've seen it 7 times.
All right, so we've talked about Best Actress, Best Actor. We got Christian Bale, Bradley Cooper, Viggo Mortensen,
Rami Malek. There's no
I'm all in on Rami Malek, but if Christian Bale wins, I won't be surprised.
Bradley, Christian.
That's a bye for this gang.
Yeah, but you really think Christian... I get, poor Rami Malek, if at the last minute Christian Bale got fat and beat him. I feel bad for him.
I agree. And you know what just annoyed me? While I'm sure Christian Bale's amazing in that movie, I'm just I don't need that story to be winning Oscars. I just don't feel
a whole big deal that it's about the performance 5 minutes ago.
I'm just saying, I just feel like we really need to be, I get that it's a satire of it and this and that, but
here's the thing. They did not compete in the same category in the Golden Globes, and I think they do it on purpose to give anybody a reason to even pay attention to the Oscars. Because if they were in separate categories, nobody would even watch. They'd each win. But now that they're running up they're against
then
each
it's exciting.
Other,
so we know that's the real race. Fat Christian Bale versus visionary Rami Malek.
Right. Supporting actress. I mean, I don't really care.
So no, I'm gonna move ahead.
Amy Adams. I will always on that list. There's a bunch of amazing actresses, but Amy Adams deserves it.
Read the list to me because I'm walking.
Amy Adams, Marina de Tavira for Roma, Regina King, Emma Stone, Rachel Weisz. I love all of them. I think they're all amazing.
They're all
Amy
great.
Adams.
No, I think. Any of them?
I haven't seen any of those movies. That's why
I feel I've seen Roma, and I'm sure, but I just feel like all of them could win.
Right. And then Best Supporting Actor, I mean, sure, Adam Driver, Sam Rockwell. I always can give one to Sam Rockwell. I love him.
Yeah.
I'm not as invested in that one.
That one, all of those roles are pretty straightforward. None of them are, to me, anyone doing something truly earth-shattering.
I have a question.
It isn't like Christoph Waltz in Inglourious Bastards.
Is Michael B. Jordan on that list? Did he get nominated?
He is not.
He's not? Because I feel like he should win. See, that's where I'm that's where I go, there's great, some snubs, and I'm that's a bunch of BS, because I probably read it this morning. I'm Michael B. Jordan wasn't nominated for Killmonger? He was amazing in that role. That was a very special, unique role. He carried so much anger, and it was his performance was great. I think he should be nominated and win.
I would love if Adam Driver won, though. Anyways.
All right, so now Best Director, Spike Lee for Blackkklansman, Powell Pawlikowski for Cold War, Yorgos Lanthimos for The Favorite, Alfonso Cuarón for Roma, and Adam McKay for Vice. I am going 100%
It's against Cuarón and Spike Lee, but it's going to be against the two of those guys.
But I think that makes it a super interesting race, and I have to tell you, I feel like if either one of them win, it will be a wonderful moment and really well deserved.
Cuarón already won.
So Cuarón win every year.
A cumulative. It's not.
I'm just curious. I know it's not cumulative. I'm just saying. I love him. I think he's one of my favorites. I love him. Y Tu Mama Tambien is one of the best movies I've ever seen. I highly recommend that. I don't know if anybody has ever seen that movie.
I rewatched that a couple of years ago. Brilliant. That movie is dirty.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. Anyways, it is very dirty. Very controversial when it came out.
So we talked about best animated short. How about best animated film? Okay, and I'm going to add an extra. I'm going to start our special questions here. So it's Incredibles 2, Spiderverse, something called Mirai, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and the Isle of Dogs.
I don't want to be rude, but I feel like Ralph Breaks the Internet just like directs up that category so much. I'm like, you don't have to nominate 5. Like,
I just feel like there's no point on even having nominations this year because Spiderverse. And here's where I'm upset. I'm a little bit annoyed that like a movie like Spiderverse can only get nominated for best animated film.
Becky, absolutely could have been nominated. It wasn't.
No, but I know it could be, but realistically, it only gets that nomination.
Well,
it's not
none of them have ever
categories.
won. Beauty and the Beast was the first to be nominated.
Why is it not in the production design category?
Oh, I don't know.
It has the production design of it is phenomenal, and I think it's way better than it's so much more complicated and challenging.
I think it could have at least been nominated for Best Picture, even if it wasn't going to win. Like, it deserves a nomination.
But not even big categories. So, like, technical ones. I think it's pretty amazing.
So here's an interesting question.
That's a bit infuriating.
If you could live in one of the worlds of these 5 movies, which one would you live in?
Wait, before we answer that, can I just ask a quick question? Sorry, are you really upset that Solo was nominated? Are you upset
for something?
We'll get to that later.
Best documentary feature. That would be free Solo.
We'll get to that in a moment. But which of these worlds would you want to live in?
Spiderverse, and I marry Janky Hobo Spider-Man and make him want to have kids. Done.
I feel like Lily and Janky Hobo Spider-Man would be a great couple, though. Don't you think?
Oh my God, so flattered.
Because you would be so hard on him, and he would love you for it. I feel like that's a great star-crossed lover story.
Yeah, you'd be from different universes, but you have to stop.
I am loving this movie. Loving it.
That's the sequel. I pitched it to the studio.
And he's Jewish, so mom and dad won't be stressed.
Yeah, 100%. It's amazing.
But yeah, we definitely all want to live in the Spider-Verse world. All the other worlds are depressing.
Except, if you got the opportunity to like even just get a window into what it was like to be in Queen, maybe I'd take that too. But...
Or Black Panther.
Well, let's do it for Best Picture. Black Panther, Star is Born, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Fave Outright. Which one of those would you like to live?
Best Picture?
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't want to be in Black Panther. Like, everything's always almost going to get all blown up. It's too stressful.
I have to live the rock and roll dream of being in Bohemian Rhapsody. I want to be Roger Taylor in Bohemian Rhapsody. Now, best documentary film, Solo, A Star Wars Story, Mind the Gap, Of Fathers and Sons, RBG, and Hale County This Evening. I don't know most of these. Did you guys see any of these? I want to pay tribute to documentaries since Becky loves the books of movies.
I'm like really embarrassed. I've only seen Free Solo. It's pretty terrible. I haven't seen the other ones, but I have heard that Minding the Gap is phenomenal. Everyone I know that's seen it just really thinks it's such a special.
More than Free Solo, I wonder.
Yeah, I think
what's
so.
What's it about? Is it about?
It's about Is Minding the Gap about skateboarding?
It's not about the British subway system. Okay.
No. It's about skateboarders.
I hear RBG. We got a little guest appearance there from Vlad.
Personalized.
Is that the personalized of skateboarders? What? I don't know. It's supposed to be good. Just watch it. It's apparently really cool the way it's shot.
And that was our first guest who worked on Oscar-nominated The Weekends. Vlad joined us.
It's just called Weekends.
Just Weekends.
Weekend, sorry. The Weekend is the rapper.
Yes.
Or is he a rapper? I don't know what he is.
He's like an R&B singer.
I hear RBG is pretty amazing. Now, I will get to a couple of quibbles I have. In best sound editing, A Quiet Place is nominated.
Yeah, I feel like but I feel like
quiet.
Yeah, but it was brilliant when there was noise or sound. Like that's got to be really hard to do. They can't just put the movie on mute. Like think about how quiet it had to be when they were filming. They weren't just like put the camera on mute and then when someone talks, take it off mute like we do on our podcast. That has to be difficult.
Okay, you make a good point. But for me, all of the editing actually goes to Bohemian Rhapsody because of how much you feel like you're in that band.
I agree, actually. I think they should win all the sound awards. The music is so exciting in the way it's done.
And
I'm so annoyed about the whole music and Spider-Man. I know we talked about this already, but I'm just annoyed that it can't be nominated anything for best soundtrack.
Best soundtrack.
But I'm also upset that the Venom song by Eminem wasn't nominated for best original song.
You're upset?
Very.
I want everybody right now who's listening to this to go and look at the music video online. It's like the 90s came back and they invented YouTube and you can watch it. It's ridiculous. How much money was he paid for that? Jeez.
I don't know.
But this is the
guy who wouldn't let Weird Al do a parody of his Lose Yourself video. Right. Because he was so serious.
Right,
He's doing
exactly.
Venom songs. But Shallow, Star is Born, without a doubt.
That's going to win.
Yeah, that song is so good.
And again, it's bigger than the movie. It's so great.
Also, best makeup and hairstyling has only 3 nominees. How bad was makeup and hairstyling in movies this year?
Or I guess people just aren't impressed by it. They just don't think it's that big a deal.
I don't know, but I think that's where Vice really should win. It was incredible the way they transformed people for that movie. Yeah.
You saw Vice?
Yeah, he did. Remember when he talked about it multiple times on your podcast?
I feel like it would make you anxious. I'm surprised you saw it.
That's what I said. I don't know how he went to see it.
I really enjoy Adam McKay's work. I mean, this is the guy who did Talladega Nights, but takes on these serious subjects. And I really enjoyed The Big Short. It's also a movie that basically movies of such serious subjects do give me anxiety. But his approach, I could take one of those per year.
Okay.
Now, let's talk visual effects, because this is where I think the biggest crime of all has probably been committed. Okay? Avengers Infinity War, Christopher Robin, First Man, Ready Player One, Solo: A Star Wars Story, but not Mission Impossible 6.
Well,
because it's a documentary.
It's not visual. It's not CG. It's not visual effects. It's real stunts.
It's real stunts.
So why would it be nominated? Yeah. I'm just surprised Black Panther wasn't nominated.
I don't think the visual effects were that good in that movie.
No.
Well, that's pretty cool with the car stuff.
Hold on. The stunts in that movie don't count as visual effects?
I don't know, because I think they mean
visual effects
special effects.
Like special effects.
You should ask Noah Austin about this.
I think if you're someone who works in special effects, you probably wouldn't want, truck going by.
No, I think Becky's right. I think they mean like CG or FX, like actual special effects,
but
not
I don't know,
somebody stunts.
Because if they don't mean that, then where's Mission Impossible? I don't know. Which is why they should have a stunt category. Have we talked about this? How the Oscars should have a stunt category.
That's
or action sequence, best action sequence or something.
Stunts. Right? I just feel like that's crazy.
Considering how long this show is, it's a very limited amount of categories, I have to say.
I mean, it's so bloated. All the bits and the...
Yeah, we never need to
songs and the...
We never need to hear from the president of the Academy ever again.
Ever.
No, and also, I don't get why, with Spotify and YouTube, people need to hear the songs performed throughout the whole show. I feel like they could just do, a bit of each one.
Just
like a minute.
I don't know. I want to see Gaga and
because it's Gaga, but when it's not,
I think what they should do is just have the winner perform. Announce it at the beginning, make that the first one, and then later in the night they perform it.
That's a good point.
It's kind of neat. And then they have to come up with a good performance really quickly.
Hey, question. Who is going to host?
Nobody. There's no host.
There's no host this year, right? Maybe
they canceled it.
I don't think so. Watch this be the most beloved year, because it just goes quickly.
I saw this really funny thing about the last time they had no host. Rob Lowe did a duet, a singing duet with Snow White, and someone dressed as Snow White, and they called back on it. And
wait, there isn't going to be a host? Officially there's no host?
No.
So it's just going to be presenter after presenter coming up?
No, they have stupid bits that they make actors do, like Rob Lowe singing with Snow White, who he was saying something to the effect of that he obviously didn't realize what a bad idea that was when he did it, how stupid he looked. They'll have like actors doing really dumb, annoying bits the whole time, and then just people presenting.
I feel like it'll be way better without a host. It'll just be like faster.
Unless it was Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, who should host everything. I mean,
yeah, they should host everything. That's right. So last but not least, I want to ask a really important imagination question.
Crappy hosts.
Imagination question. I'm taking Freddie Mercury out of the equation. So I'm saying only non-real people. So none of the movies where real people were represented that existed. So no Freddie Mercury, no Vice, no Blackkklansman, because those characters are real. Which of the characters would you have wanted to hang out with?
Obviously, everybody's going to say the wife from Glenn Close's The Wife. I'm just kidding. Nobody saw that movie.
Wait, of which category?
Of any category. Of any of the characters.
Janky Hobo Spider-Man, my new boyfriend.
Who would I want to hang out with?
I want to hang out with Shuri. I want to hang out with Shuri from Black Panther.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's too hard of a question for me to answer off the cuff because both of you have great answers and I don't want to be a repeater. So
I feel like Shuri's a great answer, Shai. That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
She to me is the coolest original character created this year. To me, she's like a defining character.
Obviously, no one's saying Dick Cheney from Vice.
No, I said you couldn't do real.
I know, but like
characters.
Obviously nobody would say that. Except maybe you, because you're into politics, so maybe. But I would say maybe the only other person would be Olivia Colman from The Favorite. Because.
Hey, Becky.
Oh wow, Beck.
Yeah.
You want to put yourself on mute?
Sorry, I also have to go because I have to get her ready for daycare and get myself ready for work.
If you had a good idea of who you'd want to hang out with, you'd be able to go.
I got distracted. I was looking at the nomination list. Okay.
Mary
really
Poppins,
hard for me.
One of the dogs from Isle of Dogs.
Stop giving me answers. I need to come up with my own.
Well, how about you text them to me because I also gotta go. I love you guys. So excited for Trevor. Bye. She's taking too long. I gotta go.
Next time on Friday Night Movie, Becky answers the question. Where can people follow you, Lily?
TGK Gomez. I just tweeted the cutest picture of the three of us. I'm just saying.
I know the answer. I want to hang out with the mom from Bao so she can make me Bao buns, and I'll eat them all day. And that's what we'll do. We'll hang out. She'll make me buns, and I'll eat them.
That's gross but amazing. And what's your?
Yeah, they're probably delicious buns.
Where can people follow you?
At what's my Paper BK Princess.
And you can follow me at Pancake for Table on Twitter and Instagram. I want to give a huge loving shout out to Lindsay Lee, AKA Aphros XII, on Twitter and Instagram, who made us the most amazing drawing.
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And everybody should look up her stuff. People should hire her for commissions.
She's so talented.
She is the best artist I know and has so much heart. And she's amazing. So thank you, Lindsay.
One last quick thing for all of our listeners who are Academy members. We know there's quite a few of you. Don't forget to vote for Weekends.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Vote for Weekends.
And Spider-Man.
And enjoy Weekends. Those are
definitely Weekends.
And with that, we'll dance and see you guys later. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Love you guys.